Yo, like, check in. I got a whole lot to say. I got so much to say. And, man, I mean, let me just stick to the title of the video. So the last couple weeks, I've been really thinking about something, and I've been thinking about it for a while. The last couple weeks, I've been thinking about it more because I just been so heartbroken, just with all this police brutality, all this madness, and non-police brutality, you know, for the most simple thing, for the most simple, unjust thing, hatred of another person for their skin color. You know what I'm saying? It's like seeing a person of another skin color as a threat. I mean, just some of the most simplest things, man. It's just, it's bothering me so much. I had to come out to make this video, and you guys see the title of this video. It's an exodus, right? And I'm gonna talk about an exodus. I want to talk about Exodus 2020 and what that mindset means and what it means, because everybody's looking for a solution, but I want us to think and use wisdom and use knowledge and not be insane, not practice insanity, because I really feel like for a long time we've been practicing what you call insanity. And if you don't know what the definition of insanity is, it is to do the same thing over and over again and expect a different result, right? So we've been doing the same thing over and over again, and we've been getting the same results. It really doesn't matter, right? Like, you protest peacefully, same results. You protest, there's a riot, same result. You kneel, same result. You stay quiet, same result. You voice your opinion, same thing. It's like, so my people, we got to start thinking. I'm speaking to black people, and those of you who know me, you know how much I speak about how much I'm a believer, and I'm a prophet, and I'm a seer of the Most High. A seer meaning somebody who sees into the future, who has visions, open visions, who sees into the future. And when I speak to God about these things that's happening to my people, because everybody want answers, and I'm talking to God, I'm like, what's going on? Like, can you tell me something so I can tell the people? What can you give me so I can give the people? Because we all tired of this. Like, I'm tired of this. Like, I am just sick and tired. I am tired. I am done. I'm done. Right? I'm exhausted. And I feel like I speak for a lot of people, a lot of black people, brown people just all nations. They done hearing about it. You sick of hearing about it. It don't matter what nationality you sick of hearing about it on the news, but the reason you keep hearing about it because the B system, the same system, refuses to give people justice, fair trial, same treatment. Everybody want to talk about black on black crime, and what about when this black guy robbed and mugged that white guy? And yeah, we understand all that, right? We completely understand that. But when Tyrone killed Ronnie, God forbid, Tyrone's going to jail for life. When Tyrone mugged that white guy, Tyrone's getting locked up. He's going to jail. That's justice. That is justice. Why it has to be a different narrative every single time it's a blackface? At least most of the time. Well, yeah, a high percentage of the time. And this been going on for years. Like, listen, guys, this is nothing new. This has been going on for years. So just imagine all the things that has not been recorded. All the victims, all the stories, man. You talking to somebody, me personally, I had my run-ins with feeling like I was violated. Feeling like I fitted the description. You know, feeling like I was profiled. You know, I had my heartbreaking experience, my distasteful experience. I remember as a child, when I was young, my dad just coming home and he had scabs all over his knees, bleeding. You know what I mean? Shirt all dirty, messed up. And I'm like, what happened? What happened to your legs? And he's telling me how some cops threw him on the floor. I was a young kid, how some cops threw him on the floor because my pops was an immigrant. He was trying to provide for us. He was doing taxi. He didn't have all his paperwork, and they tossed him on the floor. They roughed him up. He came home looking pretty bad. That broke my heart, man. That really broke my heart. Years later, I'm getting tossed on the floor because a cop think I got a bulletproof vest on and a gun. Didn't get locked up, didn't get charged, but he thought I had a bulletproof vest on. He thought I had a gun. He threw me on the floor. He locked me. I'm in handcuffs in the middle of the street. You know, I remember the times just working. I remember the time I got into an accident. A lady rear ended me. You know what I mean? I mean, a dude rear ended me. I ended up getting pushed into the car in front of me. One cop came, white man. He was so cool. The other one, he just couldn't stand the fact that I was involved in an accident and it wasn't my fault. And he began to interrogate me, asking me what's in the car. You know, I was working, I had boxes, I had addresses. You know, asking me what's in the car. You got drugs, you got guns, running my ID over and over, asking me if I ever been arrested. You know, and I'm over here like traumatized because I'm in shock because I just got into a car accident and my face is busted and I'm holding my mouth with a napkin, and this guy's at my window barking at me like he's about to throw me out the car, talking about he's about to get the hounds to come sniff my car because I got all these boxes. I'm like, officer, I got a list of addresses right here. This is where all these boxes going to. I'm working. But he's upset. He's laughing with them. He's laughing with the people behind him, and he's upset. He's not laughing or joking with me. For me, he wants to throw me out on the floor. I could see the hatred in his eyes. And I could see his partner like, this is what we've been going through for a long time, y'all. And what I've seen the last couple weeks, especially that video of that brother, man. And let me tell you about this brother, man. I knew a lot about his character when I heard how he was dragging a pole out in the middle of the projects just for the brothers to get baptized. You know what I mean? And he moved to better himself. He's, you know, reminds me a lot like me. He started driving trucks to give himself and his family an opportunity to provide for himself and his family. So you don't have to be last place. Try to make a difference. Try to speak to the youth about violence. Try to be the voice for a community, for the lost. We ain't need to lose a brother like that. We ain't need to see that. And for me, that's the boiling point. I'm tired. So when I'm talking to the Lord, I'm talking to the Most High. I know a lot of y'all don't like the preaching. I know a lot of y'all don't like it. I don't care. But I'm gonna tell you straight up, this is a spiritual battle. Understand this. You're dealing with some evil. And then until you can get your mind wrapped around how these people move, think, and feel, you'll be stuck in the same cycle, the same way you've been for the past 400 plus years. I know y'all don't like the preaching, but I'm just telling you what it is. And now we really need to think about an Exodus. Exodus, what I mean, Exodus 2020 is just a thought. It's a mindset. I could give you so many reasons just to researching. I'm talking about financial researches, understanding the finances of the country, understanding the power structure of the country, understand where the country is headed. Listen, we need an Exodus. We need an Exodus. We need to start thinking about that, right? We need to start moving on that. It needs to start with a thought. It needs to start with a seed of thought. And when we begin to water that seed, it can become reality. I don't have all the answers. I'm not going to act like I do. I'm not going to say I know where to go. I'm not going to say I know exactly where we need to go, but we need to start talking about it, because I've been watching videos on YouTube. People left. You know, and one of the main things they say is that I feel so much safer here as a black person. So we need to start looking outside. I can give you so many reasons why. We need an Exodus. We can't keep playing the game of insanity. We can't keep protesting and expecting a different result. We already had a black president. Black people, you already had a black president. What more do you want? He came, he went. He ain't do nothing you could say, or he ain't have the power and this. What more do you want at this point? Y'all hear the people talking. They sat down with so many leaders. They spoke with the leaders. For years, people been speaking, talking. Let's sit down, let's communicate. Let's have a heart-to-heart. For years. And he's still getting the same result. We looking insane out here now. We want answers. We want a solution. Exodus 2020 mindset. Start looking for a way out. Parts of the world just opened their doors for us for a reason in 2019, offering us dual citizenships. I speak to the Most High. This is the only thing that it's the only thing that He's giving me. Said the answer's already in front of you. The most logical answer's already in front of you. These people ain't gonna change. They rather let a whole city burn down than bring in a murderer on camera, still trying to cover it up, still trying to find reason. How can we get this guy off? The camera's not doing nothing anymore. It ain't doing nothing. Some of these people are only getting caught up. It is only because, you know, there's video footage. But what about all the people every single day there's no video footage for them? We gotta start thinking about Exodus 2020. We really gotta start thinking about that, y'all. That mindset. Start developing the mindset. We gotta leave Babylon. Flee from Babylon, my people. They're not providing us justice. I'm about to drop another video right after I upload this. Peace out.